In this video of heat-on 3-gun, I'm going to show you what's involved in turning this into this. Video about the Lancer Adaptive Magwell, I showed you how the Magpul Gen3 Pmags and the drum won't fit. But it got me to thinking, what would it take to make them fit? With my curiosity piqued, I set out on a mission to find out. I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but the Pmag itself is pretty straightforward and easy. You just have to remove this lip, and to do it I used the Dremel tool and some files and sandpaper. The most part is you just get the bulk of it off, as you can see here. And then clean it up with some sandpaper and files. You can use finer grit sandpaper to make it look prettier. Me myself, I could care less about what it looks like because I'm going to be beating the crap out of them anyways. But you can always use a finer sandpaper to make it a smoother finish. Here's a function test. Works great. Fits in like butter if I can align it. Falls freely. Works absolutely perfect.
Hell yeah!
The drum was a completely different animal. I thought all I had to do was remove that lip just like with the Pmags. But I found out, as will you, that that is not the case. But nevertheless, you still have to remove that lip in order for it to get up in there far enough. So just like with the Pmags, take a Dremel tool, remove all the bulk that you can, and use files and sandpaper to do the edges and the corners and the grooves and the sides. With this being a drum, I tried to take a little more time and be a little more precise to make it a little bit better looking. Here's the finished product. It turned out pretty good. Got a nice looking cut in the side grooves there. So at this point, I'm high-fiving myself thinking, all right, I'm finished. And this happened.
No!
Will not fit. So I'm thinking, I see the problem. It's this handle in the front of the drum. It hits the bottom of the adapter. Not wanting to give up because I've already come too far, I decided I'm going to machine out this much of the Lancer Adaptive Magwell. So using my boss's mill, I've milled the bulk of the material out. That way I wouldn't be working on it and sanding on it forever. But in the process, I ended up damaging this top right corner, bending in the rail a little bit, and taking a big gouge out. Yeah, it sucks. So for the remainder of the material and cleaning it up, getting the curve just right, I used a Dremel tool and files. And I lucked out because the damaged section on the bottom I was able to file out. The top rail, I ended up using a crescent wrench to bend it back into place and some small files to work out all the kinks and make it look somewhat decent. Man, I wish I could move this fast during a match. There's the finished product. You can see how much I removed. It's quite a bit, especially on the left side of it. And a nice arch-shaped moon. And it still won't fit. Pretty typical with my projects. So after inspecting it, I discovered that the square edges of the drum is squared off. It has these big giant square edges that will not go up into the magwell because the magwell is at an angle. So I ended up having to file those edges down at angles, as you can see here. So, long story short, yes, you can make the Lancer Adaptive Magwell fit the Gen 3 Pmags and the Magpul D-60 drum. Is it worth it? Absolutely not. It's way too much work and way too much trouble and frustration for very little return. And there's a good chance that you will destroy your adaptive magwell and just blow $100. I took that chance. It turned out pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm happy that I get to use the Lancer Adaptive Magwell. I'm happy that I get to use my drum. Will I ever do it again? No. Do I recommend you doing it? Absolutely not. So take that with a grain of salt and do what you will, but mine is very cool, but it will be the only one I will ever own. Thanks for watching. Tune back in for new reviews and more shooting videos, hopefully to come. Thanks.